school did not stop sending me bills. In fact, they insisted upon payment whether I kept
Hi
up my
guys,
studies
my
or
name
not.
is Misori.
I decided that if
I
I
want to
had to pay
welcome
for
you
the
all
course,
today
which I had
to this
legally
very
obligated myself to
instructive
do, I should complete the
tutorial
lessons and
on
get my money's worth.
how to get started with WordPress.
Correspondence schools are well
So
organized businesses.
basically,
At the time, I felt that their
what you
collection
see
system
over
was
here on
somewhat
my
too well
screen is
organized,
a
but I
WordPress
learned later
website,
in life that it was a valuable part
the
of my
current
education. The
project
truth
that I'm
is that
working
their
on.
collection department
So
constituted the
this was
very
done with
finest sort of
WordPress,
training
and I'm
on
going to
decision
be
making,
showing
promptness,
you
and the habit of finishing
some
what
of
you
the
begin.
tools we
The
need
collection system that forced me
to
to finish the
build a
course turned out
website
to be
like this.
worth much in the form of
So
money later.
I think we should
The
just
road
jump
to
right into it.
specialized knowledge. We have
So
in this country what
before
is said to
starting
be
with
the greatest
WordPress,
public school
we
system
always
in the
need
world.
to
One of the strange things about human beings is
go
that they
to the
value only that
WordPress
which has a
website,
price. The free
wordpress.org,
schools of America and the free public
WordPress
libraries do
main
not
website.
impress people because they are free. This is the major reason why so many people find it necessary to acquire additional
On the
training
main
after they
WordPress
finish school and go to work.
site, you can
It is
download
also one of the major reasons
WordPress.
why employers give
WordPress
greater
is a web
consideration to
application
employees
tool
who
that
take specialized
was
training
created
courses.
first for
They have
bloggers.
learned that those who have the
People were
ambition to
able
give up a part of their
to
spare
post
time to
online, you
studying
were
at
able
home
to write
have in them
articles
those
and have
qualities that
people
make
read
for
them.
leadership.
And it was a
There is
very
one weakness in
good
people
tool
for
because
which
it
there is
really
no
helped
remedy.
people to set up
It
a
is the
blog
universal weakness of lack
without
of
writing so
ambition.
much code.
People
And it
who
was
give up some of their spare
really
time to take courses
good because
seldom
it
remain at the bottom
facilitated
very
a
long.
lot of things as well for
By
other
taking
people.
such courses, they
So
open the way for the upward climb,
since
remove
around
many obstacles from their path, and attract the
2012
interest of those
till
who have
now,
the power to
WordPress
help
has
them.
become
The
very,
home study
very
method of training
popular.
is especially suited to people who have
WordPress has become
already
very,
started
very
work.
popular, and
They
it
often find
accounts
that after having left school, they
for
still need
over
additional specialized knowledge,
43%
but
of
cannot spare the time to go back to school.
the websites online.
Stuart
So you
Foster
can
Weir
see it's
was
a
a construction engineer.
widely
He followed this line of work
used,
until the
it
Depression
has a
hit and severely
huge
limited the
user
construction business.
database.
He took
So
inventory of himself and decided to change his
it's a very
profession
powerful
to
tool,
law.
and we can do a
He
lot with
went
it. We
back to
can do
school
really do a
and
lot
took
with it.
special courses to prepare himself as a corporation
My
lawyer.
internet seems a little
He
bit
completed
slow
his training,
today, so
passed the bar examination, and quickly built a lucrative law practice as a patent attorney. Just to keep the record
I'll just go
straight
back to
and to
this side for a
anticipate the
minute while I
excuses of
try to
those who
figure
will say,
out
I couldn't go to
what's
school
wrong with
because
my
I have a
internet.
family to support, or
I
I'm too
think I'll
broke.
just
I will add that Mr.
pause
Weir
this
was
here for
past
now,
40
then I'll be
and
back
married when he went back to
once I
school.
figure out the internet.
Moreover, by carefully
Internet
selecting
problem.
highly
Oh,
specialized
sorry.
courses, Mr. Weir
Okay, guys, I was able to sort out my internet issues, so I'll just like to refresh this as well because I like listening to Think and Grow Rich audiobook.
just to
This is
keep
a
the
book
record
that
straight and to
really, really changed my life. Ever since I was given this book, my life has never been the same. I was set on a path like I really don't know how much I can explain, but it's been a very, very good experience. This book has really, really taught me a lot. In fact, I'm a child of this book. If you see me, my whole thinking and every aspect of my life is based on this book. So I'm just uh I'm just so grateful to have had someone who recommended this to me. I keep telling everybody about him. It's my uncle, and I'll forever remain grateful to him for having shown me this book because, yeah, can't say more. Okay, guys. Let me get back to the tutorial. So we're talking about WordPress. WordPress is a web application tool that is responsible for building like beautiful sites like this. You can see the site is so smooth and seamless, and it looks like really, really premium. So if you want to do things like this, you can use applications like WordPress. You can use applications like Wix. You can use applications like Drupal. You can use applications like Joomla as well. I actually started with Joomla, so it was really quite funny how I jumped on WordPress. For some reason, I wasn't able to really understand the customization settings in Joomla, so I had to leave Joomla and jump into something that could be really easy to understand and really easy to customize. There it makes things the whole process really seamless. So when I got into WordPress, I started off, spending those nights putting putting all sorts of things and trying to design sites. I just wanted to get paid immediately, for finding that skill. But things don't work like that. Before I got like to this level, trust me, this has taken me 8 years, 8 years to be able to build a site like this, to be able to come up with something like this, to be able to sit and think about the design, the color, the logo, and everything, just trying to put everything together. Even the slide, you can see some animation going across. These are things that if you give to someone who has studied, let's say, HTML and CSS, it will be so difficult for them to implement. I tell you, it will take them like so long, so long. Like it can take more than a week just for them to be able to arrange this background and this text box over here, and this heading and these buttons, even with the animation of the main menu. You can see like if they had to code this, is going to take them so much time, which is not very good for business. These big companies always look for like people that can get their stuff done easily and quickly. So but to get to that level, you have to really understand how the system works. You have to really understand what the demand is. You have to also understand that you have to put in a lot of hours, and there are sometimes that you have to go the extra mile for the client, just so that you could have a good relationship. Because when you do go the extra mile, you're pushing yourself. You push yourself to do something better. You push yourself to do something better than you will normally do. So when you push yourself like that, you are able to always be ahead of the place where you're normally supposed to be. So I encourage you all, like, if you're thinking about using this to build beautiful websites like this is a current project that is still going on. It's one of my projects, and I am working on it as well with my students of Gate Academy. Oh, they're actually going to use this. They're actually going to use this as their first project of the month. Because we're going to be building one website every month. So I'm going to be working on one project every month. That is how I decided to start working for this 2022, because I found that I was getting so many jobs, so many gigs, and my hands were getting tight. Like it was like a very messy position. My health, like, I'm still recovering. Anyway, I'm still recovering. I still got one more surgery to go, like putting all those things together, mental health, like, and it's been crazy. So if I had to continue the way I used to do it, like going building, I used to build that. There were times when I built like 10 sites, 10 sites in a week. I built like 10 sites in a week. There were times when I built like 3 sites in a day or five. It just depended on the kind of money that I needed. If it was money that I was really looking for, then I knew how to get it. I knew that I could do this with WordPress. I could use this tool and make it work for me. So it's what I'll basically be showing you, like, through the whole program. I'll be showing you how to build websites, how to put yourself online, how to start a career as a web developer, how to start a career as a web administrator, how to start a career as an article writer, how to start a career as anything that you want to do online. Because I'm doing this online, and I want to show you how to do it online. And I also own a marketing agency. I also own a marketing agency, Quexel, and we will be responsible for training you as well on how to market yourself, how to market things like this. You see, what I'm doing right now, actually doing a marketing strategy for Coex. I'm actually doing a marketing for Coexel, because the website that is here is being built by a Coexel developer, which is me. It's being built by a Coexel developer, which is me, and and this project as well is in partnership with Quexel. So you see that you can always integrate your stuffs, and you can always make it look bigger. You can always make it look more strategic. You can always like have control over it. Then you'll be able to do like really great stuff. So let's jump in right to WordPress. You have to go to www.wordpress.org. Once you get to the website, to the main website, you can go through the heading over here. You see plugins, themes, patterns, learn, support, news, about, get involved, showcase, mobile hosting, and openverse. So what I want you all to do is, whenever you go to a website like this, just take out your time to go like into few of the menus. Like you could open the learn menu item to listen to, or to look at what it says. The reason you're doing this is not so that you actually want to read everything that is on this side. No, but you want to take a good look at the page. You want to take a good look at the web page to make sure that you see the designs, you get the idea. This is a very, very popular website, and you can look at what they have built here, like a very seamless, clean website. It's not messy. The buttons are well aligned. The text is well aligned. The text size is good. Everything, the colors, everything is good. So you also want to look at those things, because those are things that you would have to put in place when you're building your own website. So with that said, you can just go back to the home page by clicking on the logo over here. And once that is done, I want you to come over to this right side and click on Get WordPress. Click on Get WordPress. I think this has opened in a new tab, and normally, okay, that was because I pressed Command key, sorry. Uh, so normally it will load the same page, but scroll like to the bottom. So when you go to the bottom of the page, you'll find this download button link here. All you need to do is to click this button and to download WordPress. And once that is done, you find your downloads here in this place, in this downloads icon over here. You can see we're downloading WordPress right now. So while downloading WordPress, we won't just like start building the website by just simply downloading and installing WordPress like that. No, and you can just install WordPress like that on any PC, on any device, without actually getting like a local server. Because the thing is, with websites generally, like all the files are kept on a server. All the files are kept on a server, and what makes like the websites what visible is the fact that when we like search, when we click like the tool, sorry, the search bar, and type in a search or anything that we search for, it sends a request to the server, and the server understands the request which you've asked for, maybe a certain page, a certain book, a certain item, a certain anything, video you want the website to play. As the server understands that request, it gives it back. It gives back a response now, and serves you that page or that button or that video or whatever it is that you asked for. And these are very complex things that if you had to implement with code, it will take you so much time. Honestly, it's going to take you so much time. I've been there. I'm sorry. I've been there. I've been in the software engineering department of my school, Shada University. I've been there for 3 years, and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in software engineering. So I can tell you that I was able to code this all. In fact, I can't code this all in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or any language that you give me. Not that I don't know how to use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, I do understand a little things about them, and I believe that if I'm given a project or asked to make a project out of it, I can do something with it. But it's not something I want to be spending my whole life doing. I don't want to be writing code like that. I want to be developing, yeah, but not through like really like writing code. To develop doesn't mean to write code. To develop means you're putting things together to make something else. So so what I want to say is once you're on sites like this, you always have to, take a critical look of the website, take a look, understand what they're doing. You see, you're moving this the page. It seems as if it's going behind it's scrolling behind the menu over here. So this is a very nice transition that you can think about adding on your own website as well. So you can look at the footer over here. You see it's very clean. The menus are really aligned with each having like 4 items only. So it really looks good. And here what it says, code is there's the quote here, and code is poetry. And that's really true, man. It's really true. This is an art. This is really an art. So I think if you want to be doing things like this, WordPress is really the best tool for you to go. There may be some other tools out there which maybe you may be more suited to. I have no idea. I've been using WordPress for more than 8 years now, and I can say it's brought me to this place where I am until I'm able to make a tutorial about WordPress. I want to make this tutorial in such a way that a lot of people will understand, a lot of people will get to connect with me, a lot of people will get to express themselves, not only as you can be a carpenter, but you can be a carpenter online. I want to show you how to do it. I want to show you how to understand the development process. I want to show you how to understand the marketing process. I want to show you how to build a brand for yourself. I want to show you how to raise your stock. I want to show you how to be better. I want to show you how to serve the community. I want to also show you how to build teams. I want to show you how to connect. I want to show you all the value you have with you, but you do not understand what you can do with it, or you are so blind to it that it's causing you to think that the world is full of shit and like there's really nothing for anyone. That's not true. That's not true. The world is full of shit, yeah, but there is something you can do about it. There is something you can always do about it. It's a system that was set in place. A system that was set in place. So just imagine if the universe was a program and God had to write that code. He must have been like a really good programmer, right? Of course he is. Of course he is. It's a really good programmer. You can put such a things in detail. I even wonder sometimes, how do you think we sit and we're able to write code that allows us not to write code? How is that? How does that happen? So just open up your mind to so many things. There's so many possibilities, a lot of them online. I'll be able to show you all throughout this journey. It's my time to connect with you. It's my time to find, to heal. I'm also trying to do this. This really helps me to heal because I feel that I'm giving back. A few months ago, I would have lost my life. In fact, I did lost my life. God sent me back. I did lost my life and God sent me back. I was lying down there thinking like, okay, this is it, and what then? Like, what has it been for? What has the journey been for? Like, why all the fighting to come and get that end? Nah, so I said, nah, so I'm gonna do things different this time around. I want to connect with you guys. I died with so much knowledge, so much wisdom that I believe if I had started sharing it, a lot of people right now would have been their lives would have been different. So I really want us to connect. We can always help each other. We can always help each other. So life is just full of energy, and I want to show you where to put that energy and how to put it. I hope you guys have a great time with me, and I'll keep seeing you in the next episodes. Okay, so let's go back now that our WordPress has been fully downloaded. When we look over here for, sorry, WordPress and MAMP have been downloaded. So I'll just click on this search icon here to find it in my computer. So over here, I can see, I think it's in the downloads folder. For those who have Mac, you can go ahead and just double click on the MAMP, the MAMP exe file. Sorry, yeah. I don't know if no for Mac is DMG, I think DMG file. So you can just go ahead and simply double click on this, and it will run an installation process. Just follow the steps and install. Once that is done, you may have this map icon over here on your dock. But if you don't find the icon over there, I just want you to go to Finder, or the Finder is already open up here. So I just want you to go down to Applications. Once you go to Applications, I want you to go to Applications. What's going on here? Just a minute, please. I'll close this up. I'll go to Finder and I'll click on Applications. I'll scroll down and I'll find WAMP. Let me just rearrange this. I want to change the view. Okay, nope, that's not it. Icons. Okay, so now we have icons. I'll just expand this. So where do you have to go? You have to go over to the MAMP folder. You'll see a MAMP folder over here. I just want you to double click on it. You go in, and once you're in here, you're going to see this MAMP icon over here. You just double click on that as well. Once you double click on that, it's going to open this. It's going to open this pop-up box. I think it's not called pop-up box. It has another name, but when it's in the desktop context, it has another name. But when it's on the website, it's a pop-up. So anyway, it's a pop-up. Let's just take it. What next? What I want you to do is you can also like pin this to your dock, so you don't have to keep going back into the MAM folder to start it every time. So all you need to do is just click on dock, that it keeps in dock. If you want to remove as well, you just click it again. So right now it's pinned to my dock. Each time I want it, I just come down here and click on MAMP, and it opens up. So once we are here, we have to make sure that the web server is Apache, and we have to make sure that the document root folder is applications, MAMP, and htdocs. This application folder is where all our WordPress projects that we are going to be creating, like senge.in, like the WordPress website. Let's say we wanted to create 20 websites. All our 20 websites will be in this htdocs folder. So the next thing we have to do is look over here at the name field. We see that there is a local host written there. This is the name of the host that MAM provides. So it's local host. It's like giving us a permission to create a server, some local server on our laptop. So basically, normally you would always have like an online server where you're going to buy space to host your WordPress websites, or your web files, and you have to pay. So this allows us, MAMP allows us to be able to take our time to work on our project, and it also allows us to be able to debug. Let's say our project has like an error, and we have to fix that error. We want to do it on your local server, not your live server, because visitors keep going there. Though you can always put it on maintenance mode, but if you keep putting it each time on maintenance mode, it doesn't give a good appeal to your customers. So what you want to do over here after checking everything else, don't click on this, don't click on this. If you want to, you can, but I don't think it's really. Anyway, some people should let your curiosity carry you along. Web start, you have to click on web start. Just click on web start. It's going to open up a tab on your main browser. So if you see you're greeted here with a welcome page, welcome to MAMP, you should just browse around. As you can see, you can be looking at the design as well of this page. You see it's like really nice, simple, really simple and nice, and all the information that they want to present to you, they have already done so in a very simple and nice manner. So that is the mindset you should be having, and you should always keep it in mind that you can always verify or look at other websites to get inspired. You do not have to like come up with the design all the time. You just have to pick things from one place and another and try to combine them together to make something that makes sense. Anyway, going forward in the future tutorials, I'm going to show you all how to do that as well. And if you come over here to my SQL accordion, these are called accordons. So it's sort of a menu element that helps you to maybe have some tab like thing, but they call it accordance. I don't know why anyway, but what you should know when you click on the MSQL title, it's going to open up this, and you click on PHP My Admin. You should just look at this over here, the socket, the username is root, the password is root. So to tell you every value is here, the port is 8889. The port on your computer which this MySQL server is running is this port. So you want to note that down in case of any errors you find yourself in. So you click on this PHP My Admin link here, and it opens up PHP My Admin in another tab. So in PHP My Admin, this is where we create the database. This is where we create database user. This is where we create the tables and everything, and we input the values, we delete things, we put things. You know, it's a very, very huge tool. This alone here, this database alone here, if you can be a database administrator, if you only know how to use this or how to just create this database over here in PHP My Admin, it is so much value. That is so much value. There are people out there whose jobs are to do that, and there are people who cannot code that as well. You can't code that for how long are you going to code that for? So let's say when you're in here, well, what you should be focusing on right now is coming over here to the left menu. See it, left menu over here. Here you will find the databases that are on the system right now that we've created before. And what we are going to do now is we're just going to create a new database, and we are going to call the database name, let's say uh, first first one. Let's call it first one. Oh, that's a funny thing, you know. First one is uh, a name of a certain company I worked with back in 2015. It's an IT telecom company. They provide like international call services to foreign and local clients. And it was a really, really fun experience as well. First one. It was a company just made up of four people, a man, his wife, and his two kids. So it was really, really something that was great. I don't know how they managed to pull that off, but they did, and I'm glad for them. So, so once you put in the name of the database, we're calling this one first one. So you can go ahead and put first one as well on yours, and you click on create. Once you click on create, you see first one has been created, and this opens up to create like columns and column name. This is not something you should be worrying your head with right now. What I want you to do is just go back and close the tab. Once you've closed that tab, I want you to go to the downloads. You go to the folder where the WordPress download is. So over here we find WordPress. Normally, what will happen is this for Windows, this will come in as a zip file. So what I want you to do if you have that situation is you just double click on the WordPress file, double click on the WordPress zip file, and it's going to extract and form and open another folder, WordPress in another folder. So you just have to scroll in and make sure you see like the kind of files that are in here over here, and you close that. I want you to copy this folder, copy this WordPress folder, which is the one which we just extracted, we copy it. I can't find copy here. Okay, wait, let me see. Okay, copy. Okay, we copy this. Once we've copied that, I want us to go back. Let's just close all of this so we don't get confused. I want us to go back to like the finder. I want you to go back to applications, and I just want to change this view as well again. I really don't think it looks good. Okay, now I messed it up. Okay, okay, let's take another shot. Nope. What am I doing? I'll just pause this for a minute and sort this out, please. Okay, guys, we are back, and sorry for that. Please, what I want to do now is I just want to put a little bit of sorry uh, um, I want to play the audiobook Napoleon Hill, Think by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, because right now I'm feeling like my energy is reducing, it's going low, I'm becoming less focused on the screen. So I'm just gonna put this to get me back into focus, so I can concentrate on what I'm doing and to make sure that I do it well. And so this is like the mindset you should be having. You should always be trying to understand your position. When you see that it's not moving, when you see that you're not focused, you want to always bring yourself back in focus to be able to do the right thing and do it well. So I'm just going to play that. It's going to be low. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I think it will be very minimal over my voice. So what we want to do is we go to downloads. Remember, we have to copy the WordPress folder, extracted folder. Once we copy that, we go to the applications folder, go to applications, and we want to go to MAMP. So MAMP is over here. Once we are in MAMP, we look for the htdocs folder. htdocs folder. If you remember over here, we're talking about the document roots, which said MAMP htdocs. The document roots now means like the folder where we are going to be having all our projects, which is htdocs. You can always change this if you want to. You can redirect it to another folder, but I always like to leave it at the default. It really makes things easy to understand. Then I don't have to stress so much about where I'm finding it and making sure I get it. I just need to get it one time. So and once I go into the htdocs, you'll find some projects we have here. href index.php is just like the default page. When you do the installation, it gives you like one page to make sure that you understand that the installation is well done. And we have like side one and tutorial one. So what I want to do is I want to paste that WordPress folder which I just downloaded, right, which I just copied right now from the downloads folder. So I'll paste it over here, and this is how we're installing WordPress. You see, we are installing WordPress and WAMP at the same time. We're doing two things at the same time. It's easy to manage them when they are able to, when they are tools that can work together. So we actually need MAMP to run WordPress. MAMP provides us with the local server like we mentioned earlier, and WordPress is the tool that we will use to build the beautiful websites like Singed.in. So what I want you to do is right now we had named the what is that called? The database name was sorry, the database name was first one. The database name was first one. So what I want to do right now, I want to rename this to, let's say, project one. I'll call this one project one. I'll call this one project. I'll call this one project one. Yeah, because it's actually project one. This is actually the project one we are going to do for this month. So by the end of the month, I and my students at the Gate Academy will be building project one website together. So right now, I just want you to do that. Once you rename it to project one, you want to open the folder. It's open over here for me. Once you open that, I want you to locate a file called wp-config-sample over here, this file. wp-config-sample. This is the file. This is the only file that we are going to touch in here for now. This is the only file we are going to touch, and I want you to do is to open this up with a text editor. You can open it up with Notepad on Windows. You can open it up with Sublime Text. You can open it up with brackets on Windows. For Mac, we can just open this up with Text Edit. So text editors are like softwares that help us to edit code, to write like code. So what we do right now, we just go back to our browser. So I'll show you a few text editors. There is Sublime Text.
They were the first to deliver a workable operating system. And Robert
Sublime Text.
$3,000.
Right now, Sublime Text has, I think, like version 4. So for those who are on Windows, they can download like Sublime Text 3 or 4 or whichever they choose, depending on their requirements, and they download Sublime Text. I've actually used Sublime Text, and it's actually really, really good. There is Notepad++, there is Atom, there is Git. Git is far more way advanced. There is Visual Studio. But I think the most thing you should know is that it doesn't. You are not required to know all of these tools. You are not required to know all of these tools. But you're just supposed to know that there are options out there like these, and you also have to have like a basic understanding, because whatever you can do with one of them, you can always do it with the other. So they're just like different options. So you just have to choose one and be good at it. So we'll just return back to our WordPress installation over here, the file, sorry, the wp config file. So once you're here, I want you to just scroll down a little bit, and I want you to concentrate on this place here. I think my stuff is okay. Okay, concentrate on this area over here where it's highlighted, and I want you to come down to this part that says database username. So I want you to edit only the username text, in these brackets, these quotes. You just go ahead and delete that. And the database user, remember when we checked our WordPress WAMP installation, there was a page that gave us the username, the password as well. So the password over there was root, and the password is always the username is root for localhost, and the password for WAMP is for database password here. For WAMP, we have like the password is root as well. For things like XAMPP, for things like there are other applications like WAMP. Let's just go over there to the browser, and we search for like WAMP server. This is the end of the editor's comments. I'm going to do another installation. I'm going to do another tutorial for installing WAMP on your Windows PC. Sorry, on your Windows PC, and if you look over here, we have a menu, and this side as well has a different design. You know, it's like really, really nice. There's colors everywhere grabbing your attention with like bold text, bold icons. Like it's really, really good. Like they just put everything in your face, and you just grab all what they want to tell you like in a minute. So if you click on this download link, it take you down here where they have one server 64 bits and one server 32 bits. This is according to your system requirements. For those on Windows, when I'm doing the installation, I'll tell you all what this is about. So make sure you check that video out. So PHP training. If you want to learn how to write like PHP code, yeah, you can follow up here and check it out. I think I also have some few other sites which I'll be showing in another video. So returning back to this place, we have a database user. It's always root for WAMP, and the database password is always root as well for WAMP, and for the user is
This
root
woman turned to
for
solving a similar
local
problem
host.
for her
Sorry,
son.
once the
He had
database
just finished
root
college,
and the
but had been
name is
totally
local
unable to
host.
find a
Sorry, the
market
name is
for his
local
services.
host.
The plan
The
she
user
created for
here
him
always
was
has
the best example of
to be root.
merchandising
So
personal
this is a local
services
server,
I have
and
ever
the
seen.
username is always root.
When the
Sorry for repeating
presentation had been
myself so many
complete,
times.
it
I
contained
don't know why
nearly
I'm
50
stuttering a little
pages of
bit.
beautifully
So
typed, properly
we go over
organized
to
information.
database name.
It told the story of her son's
On this
natural
database
abilities,
name area, I
school,
want you to type
personal
in
experiences, and a great variety of other
local
information.
host.
The book also contained a complete
You type
description
in
of the
local
position her
host.
son desired,
Okay, once that is
together with
done,
a
I just want you
marvelous
to
word
cross check
picture of
and
the
make sure the
exact
values
plan
you
he
put
would
in are
use
all
when
correct.
filling his
And I
position.
want you to go ahead and
The
save that.
preparation of the
Control S on the
presentation
Mac,
required several
Control
weeks
S
of
on
her
the
time,
Mac, and Control
during which she
V
sent her son to the
on
public library almost
or
daily
Control
to
V
get specific data needed to sell his
on
services to best
Windows.
advantage.
So sorry.
She also
Once
sent
that
him
is
to all
done,
the
you close the
competitors
file,
of his
and what I
respective
want you to come
employers,
back
where
again
he
to that
gathered
same
information concerning
htdocs
their
project
business
one,
needs.
and
This was of great
rename
value
the
in the
file.
formation
Just
of the plan he
select the
intended to
rename
use
option.
in filling the position
So
he sought.
once you're here, I
When the
just want
plan
you
was finished,
to
it
remove this
contained more than half a
area that
dozen
says
very
dash
fine
sample. Remember the
suggestions
file's
that
name was
would benefit
wp
prospective
config
employees.
dash sample. Now I want it to be wp dash
You don't have
config
to start
dot
at the bottom.
php. So that's it. And
You
once
may
you
be
do that, you
inclined to
just
ask,
save it.
why go to
You
all this
save it and
trouble
you
to
close
secure a
this
job?
folder. So
The
once
answer
that is
is,
done, I want us
doing a thing
to come
well
over
is
here
never
back
trouble.
on
The plan
this
prepared by
MAMP
this woman for her son
MAMP
helped him get the job at his first
pop-up
interview
box.
and
So
had
I
a
want
salary
us
fixed by
to
himself.
go back and click like the web start.
Moreover,
Once you
and this
click on
too
the
is
web
important,
start, once you
the
click on the
position
web
did
start,
not require the young man to start at the
to
bottom. He
find
began
this
as a
page
junior
again.
executive
We went and
at an
created our
executive salary.
database using this MySQL
Why go to all this
accordion
trouble?
here, and we click
Well,
on
for
the
one
PHP
thing,
My
this
Admin link.
young man's planned
So, but what I want
presentation
us
saved
here
him
to
no
do
less
is
than 10 years
to
of
go
working his
into
way
this
up.
tab, to go into
The idea
the
of
sorry
starting at the bottom
the search
and
bar
working your way
and
up
type
may appear to be simple, but the
local
major
host,
objection to it is this. Too many
local
of those
host
who begin at the bottom never manage to lift their heads high enough to be seen by those
colon
who count. And the outlook from the
8888
bottom is not very
slash
bright or encouraging. It
the
has a
name of our
tendency to kill
project,
off
which is
ambition.
project
You
1.
get into a rut, and you accept your fate because you form the habit of daily routine.
Now we can
Often
see
this
that the
habit
series
finally
an
becomes
error
so strong
establishing a
you don't even
database
try to
connection.
throw it off.
So
And
then
that
it
is
means that
another
there's a
reason why it
problem
pays
with
to
our
start one or two
installation. So
steps
what do we
above
have
the
to do
bottom.
when we see this
By
error?
so
We
doing, you
have
will
to
form the habit
debug.
of looking
We
around,
have to
of
debug and
observing
make sure
how
that we
others
have not
behave,
made
of
a
seeing
mistake
opportunity,
in
and of
inputting
embracing
one
it
of the
without
values or
hesitation.
something like that. So
A
how do we
splendid
debug?
example of
First, we
what I
go
mean
back
is Dan Halpern.
to
During his
our
college days, he
web
was
start
manager of
page.
the
We
famous
go back to our web
1930
start page
championship
on
Notre Dame
MAMP.
football team when it was under the direction of the late Knute Rockne. Halpin finished college at a very
We go back to our web
unfavorable
start
time.
page on MAMP,
The
and we scroll
Depression had
down
made jobs
and click on
scarce. So
MySQL.
after a fling at
So
investment
once we're
banking
here,
and
we click
motion
on the
pictures,
PHP My
he took
Admin.
the first job with a potential future he could find. It was selling
Click on
electrical
PHP
hearing
My
aids on a
Admin.
commission basis. Anyone could start
And
in
when
that
we
sort
come
of
over
job,
here,
and Halpin knew it.
we have to
But
check
it
the
was enough
name.
to
You see
open a
the
door of
name of
opportunity
this,
to him.
the name of
For almost 2 years, he worked at the job,
the
but it
database
didn't
we created
satisfy
is
him.
first one.
He would never
So
have
we have
risen
to
above
make sure
that
that
job if he
in
had
the
not
name
done
of the
something about his
database area
dissatisfaction.
of that
He aimed first at the
wp-config
job as
sample
assistant
file,
sales manager of the
we
company,
have to put first
and he
one.
got the job.
So we just go back.
That single step upward placed him high enough
We
above the
just go
crowd
back to our
for him to
Finder.
see
We
still
go to
greater opportunities.
applications. We go to
Also, it
applications.
placed him where
We go
opportunity
to the
could see
MAMP
him.
folder. Once we're in the
In
MAMP
his new
folder,
position,
I
he did
want you
so
to go to
well selling hearing
htdocs.
aids that
Once you're in the
A.M.
htdocs, I
Andrews,
want you to
chairman of
go
the board of
to
Invictograph
tutorial
Products
1.
Company,
So
a
in tutorial
competitor
1,
of
I
the
want you to
company
go
for which
back to this
Halpin worked,
WP
asked to be brief.
config file. I want you to
Mr.
open
Andrews
that with the
wanted to know
text
something
editor, be
about
it
that man
Xcode,
Dan
be it
Halpin, who was making big sales away from the
Sublime
long-established
Text, Notepad
Victograph
plus
company.
plus, any
When the interview was over,
or text edit. I'm
Halpin
going to
was the
use
new
this
sales
text edit
manager
here.
in charge of the
So I'll open
acousticon
this up with
division of
text edit.
Victograph. Then, to test young
Once
Halpin's
this
mettle,
opens up with text
Mr.
edit, I
Andrews
will
went
just
away
go
to
down
Florida for
back to
3
where it
months,
says
leaving him to sink or swim in his new job.
database
He did not sink.
database name is
Knute
host name,
Rockne's
and
scary
and so this is what sorry, this is database host name is localhost. Sorry, this was a mistake on my part. The database host name is localhost, and the database name that we created was first one, not tutorial one.
One of the major points
Is
I'm
first
trying to
one. We
emphasize
created
through this
first
entire
one.
philosophy
So we put in
is
the
that we
first
rise
one.
to
We
a
have to make
position
sure we
or
spell it
remain
the
at the
same
bottom
as we spelled
because
it
of
in
conditions
in
we can
the
control,
PHP My Admin
but
area.
only if we
First
desire
one.
to
That is
control.
correct over there, and we go back
I'm
over
also
here,
trying to emphasize
and
another point,
where is
that
our
both
file?
success and failure are largely the
Oh,
results of habit.
sorry. I think
I
I
have not the
closed it.
slightest doubt that
Did
Dan
I?
Halpin's close association with the
Nope,
greatest
I
football
didn't.
coach
So
America ever knew
we
planted
make
in his
sure the
mind the
spelling is
same
okay,
kind
and
of
we see
desire
here
to
the spelling
excel
is
that
okay.
made the Notre
So
Dame
all we have to
football
do
team
is
world famous.
we save
Sure,
that
there's
Control
something to
S
the idea that
on
hero
the
worship
PC
is helpful,
on the Windows,
provided
and
you worship the winner.
Control Command
My
S on the
belief in
Mac,
the view
and just
that
close
business
that. So
associations
that
are
now
vital
that we've done
factors,
that,
both in
all we have
failure
to
and
do
in
is to go
success,
back
was
is
clearly
to go back
demonstrated when
to
my
this
son
page where we
Blair was
find
negotiating with Dan
we
Halpin
found our
for a
error,
position.
or we can open
Mr.
simply open a
Halpin
new
offered him a
tab.
beginning
Simply
salary of
open a new
about
tab
one
and go to
half
the
what he
search
could have gotten
bar
from
and
a
type
rival company.
localhost,
I brought very little
localhost
pressure to bear and encouraged Blair to accept the
colon
job with Mr. Halpin. I
888
believe that close association with people who
8
refuse to compromise with
slash.
circumstances
What
is
was
an
the name
asset
of
that
our
can never be
project?
measured in terms
Project
of money.
1. The name of our
The
project is
bottom
Project
is
1.
a
So this is where you
monotonous,
put Project
dreary,
1.
unprofitable
Project
place for any
1.
person. That
Yep,
is why
and
I've taken the
we hit
time to
enter on the
describe how
PC.
lowly beginnings can be overcome by proper planning. Make your ideas pay off.
Oh, I
Those
think there's still a
specialized
problem.
knowledge.
So
The
we'll
woman
just go
who
back
prepared the
again and
personal service
see
sales
what the
plan
issue
for her son
is.
now
So if we
receives
go over
requests from all
to the
parts of the
Finder,
country from others who want to
if we
market
go
their
over to the
personal
Finder
services for more money.
and
But
we
don't
go
think
to
that
the
all her plan
WP
consists of is clever
config.
salesmanship to help her clients get more money for the same services
Sorry,
they
we
formerly
have to
sold
open
for
this with
less.
text edit.
She looks after the interests of the purchaser as well as the seller of personal services. She prepares her plans so that the employers
Once this is
receive
open with
full
first
value
edit,
for
we
the
see
additional money they
database
pay.
name is first one,
If you have the imagination
first
and seek a
one,
more
and
profitable outlet for your personal services, this
the
suggestion may be
user
the
is
stimulus for which you've been
root,
searching.
and the password
The
is
idea could earn
root
you
as
an
well.
income far
So
greater
we'll
than that of
close
the average
this,
doctor,
close
lawyer,
this,
or engineer whose
close
education
this as
required
well.
several
Let's
years
check the
in
folder
college.
name. I'll just
Editor's comments.
stop this for
Mary
quickness.
Kay Ash was
I'll
literally
just open
researching
this
and
and
writing
go
down
to the
specialized knowledge
applications
when the
folder.
idea for a new business was
Once I'm
born
in
in
the
her
applications
imagination.
folder, I go back to
Mary
MAM.
Kay had quit her job as a
Once I
very
get back
successful
to
sales
MAM,
manager in the
I'm
gift
going to
business
go in the
because she had
htdocs
become
folder,
discouraged
and
by
I check
seeing the men she had trained
the
earning
name
more
of
and
the
being promoted
folder.
ahead of her.
So the name of the folder
She
is
decided to
what we
write an
have to
advice book
type
for
in
career women. But as she assembled the knowledge women would need to get
on
ahead,
the
she
search
realized
bar.
she was
This is
writing a
what we have to
business
type in.
plan for the
Instead
kind
of
of
project
business
one,
she
we
would
have to
like to
type
run.
in
She took her life
tutorial one.
savings of
So I'm very sorry for
$5,000,
that error.
went out
Very
and
sorry for
found a
that mistake.
skincare cream
But
she
you see,
liked,
these are the common
acquired the
issues
rights
that
to
we
it,
have. These are the common
and
things
began
that
to
happen,
contact her friends
and
and friends of friends
we are able
to
to
see if
see
they would
now
like to be
how we
beauty
can debug
consultants
it.
for her new company.
So
But
all
what
we
she
have to
was
do
offering
is just
wasn't just
press
a chance to
enter.
sell skincare products.
Once we press
It
enter,
was a
we'll be
very
greeted
imaginative
here with this
combination of
screen,
philosophy and
WordPress,
opportunity
asking us to
that
select
gave
a
women the
language.
chance to
What I
achieve
want you to
both
do for
personal
now is just
satisfaction
take
and
English,
financial success.
hit continue,
The company showed a modest
and
profit in its first year
over here you
and
see
continued to
a
grow
site
each year
title.
until by the
I just
beginning of
want
the
you to put
21st
in
century,
the site
there were
title that
over
we are
1
going
million
to be building
independent
for our
beauty
first
consultants
project,
in
which is
30
Senge,
countries with wholesale
Senge.in.
sales of more than
It's going to be
$1.5
Senge.in.
billion.
I'm going to send you the files and
3
everything, and
times
so
Mary
you can
Kay
try to
Cosmetics
implement
was
it on your
named
own
as one of
end.
the 100 best
So
companies to work for in America.
just
And
stay
Lifetime
tuned for
Television
that. And
Network
the
named Mary Kay
username
the
we are going to put
businesswoman of the
admin
century.
over here, and
She
for the
became one of the
password
most
you
in-demand
need a very
motivational
secure
speakers
password, but
and
you
the
also need
best-selling
something that
author
you
of
can
3
always
books.
remember. For me,
Youll
so I'm just going
also started
to
his company
maybe
based on
put
specialized knowledge and imagination.
I'm going to
He
put
got his specialized knowledge
let's
from his
say
job
this
as a
is what
carpenter's apprentice.
tutorial
His
one. I'm going to put
imagination came
tutorial
to life
one
the day he was hired
at
by a customer who wanted to clear out a messy
1478.
closet
Let's
by
just say
having shelves in
1478.
showroom. Now that kind of job must have been
And
offered
I'll
to
just go
thousands of
over here
carpenters,
to
but
like
not
the
one of them
email,
had
and
the
I'm going to put
imagination
like
to see in it what Youll
admin
saw.
at
When he finished the work,
tutorial
Walter didn't just see nicely
admin
fitted
at
shelves. He saw that he had
tutorial
created a solution for a
tutorial
problem was common in every
tutorial
household in America. He
one
took the money he
at
earned from the job and started his
gmail.com.
own business. California Closet Company, which
gmail.com. So
specialized in
once
shelves
that
and
is done,
fittings
you
designed to
see
attract everyone who
another
has closet
small
space for maximum efficiency.
box here that says
But Baldwin's
discourage search engines
imagination
from
didn't stop
indexing
once
the
he had his
site.
own
It's up
business up
to
and
search
running.
engines to honor the
Now he
request.
could imagine
Search
an even
engines
bigger
cannot even
operation.
index this site
So he
right
went on to
now
find a
because the
new
website is not
specialized knowledge
online,
about
and search
operating and
engines are
franchising a business.
like
Neil Baldwin had licensed more than
online
100
servers
California
that
Closet
people make
franchises
requests
when
and,
Williams-Sonoma offered to
submit
buy
their
the
stuffs
company
on.
for
So
$12 million.
so if you ever find this
Lillian
website that
Burns'
you've
specialized
hosted
knowledge was a new
locally on your
area that many
PC,
women had, but they didn't
and you
have the
ever find it
imagination
online,
she
just
had.
know maybe
Through
someone has
quotes from her
uploaded. But if you find it
autobiography
with the same
and
link or
mindful
something,
living,
but no, you did, there has been a breach in your
I
PC.
knew about those
So what I
who were not
want you to
shown
do is
those who match.
make sure you put
Didn't
a
every
secure
teenage girl
password. Make
strolling along the
sure you
street
don't tick
anywhere in the
this
United
box.
States sport a
Don't tick this
handbag and
box,
belt?
and
And my
just click
handbag
on
would offer something
install
special.
WordPress,
Each one would be
and it says
personalized to their
sorry,
mission.
this isn't a
I knew
valid
with
email address.
absolute certainty that teenagers
User
would
at
go for items that made
example.com.
them feel unique.
So what I'm going to do
She
now is
believed
I'm going
enough
to
in
put
her ideas
admin,
that she
and
spent
we have like two at the rate
$495 to take a
signs here.
small
That's why
ad in
there's an
17
issue. Sorry
magazines.
again for that.
The ad
At,
brought
I
in
mean at tutorials.com,
$32,000 in orders.
tutorial1.com, and I'll
That
click
was
on
when
install
Lillian Burden
WordPress,
started to gather other specialized knowledge about renting
and
space,
it says
manufacturing products,
what
warehousing, and shipping, all of which she'd need
what
to
does it
grow
say?
her idea of bags and belts into a
It
direct
says your
response
passwords
business
do
featuring a
not
whole
match.
array of distinctively
Oh,
monogrammed items. Within a few
I
years,
don't know
she
what
needed
that
more
is,
specialized knowledge about product
but I
photography,
think the
layout,
password we
printing,
had
and
put
direct mail,
was
as she imagined
tutorial
having her
one
own catalog. She
at
started by mailing a
1478.
16-page black and white catalog to 125,000
Oh no,
customers
that's
who had bought
wrong.
products from her in the past.
Ah, damn.
At the
I don't
beginning
know
of the
I can't
21st
remember
century,
now the
Lillian
password.
Vernon was still picking the merchandise and overseeing the design of
I
her
can't
catalogs,
remember the
many of which
password.
now run well over 100 full-color
Okay,
pages,
so
are
this
mailed to
now I'm
millions of
stuck.
people many times each year,
I can't remember the
and
password,
generate
so I can't get in.
approximately
So what I'll
$250
do is
million
I'll just go
in
quickly
annual
go
sales.
through like installing a new
There was
WordPress
another
over,
story about
and I'll
gathering
just
specialized knowledge
brush
that
this
is so
through
deep
once and
we'll
for
use
all.
it to
So I'll
conclude this
just go over
editorial
here
comment.
instead of first
It actually
one.
comes from the Napoleon Hill
Instead of
archive,
first one, I'll
and
create a
although he did
new
not include
database
it in
name
Think
and
and
call
Grow
it
Rich, he often used it as an example in his lectures and seminars.
I'll just call it
There was a young man who
I'll call
started
it
out working
Senge,
for the railroad in
and I'll
1893
click
as a
on create.
machinist at 5
And
cents
what
an
I'll
hour.
do right
He
now
was
is
always
I'll
taking
just
courses and
minimize
learning what he
this,
could about steam
and I'll go
engines.
to the
And by
downloads folder
1905, he had
to where
worked
I
his
have
way up through
WordPress
the
folder.
ranks
I
until
copy
he
this
was
WordPress folder
superintendent of motive
again,
power for
the one we've
Chicago, Great
already
Western, and
extracted,
Coal Line
copy.
Line.
Then I'll go back
Then he
to
did
my
something that must
applications
have made his
folder.
friends
I'll
think
go
he had taken
to
leave of
MAMP.
his senses.
So if you're on MAMP,
He was
and if you're
attending
on
the
Mac or
Chicago
your
Automobile
Windows,
Show
the steps are
when a
the
red and
same if
white
you're using the
locomobile
Mac,
caught his attention. He
the
put up
MAMP
his life
software.
savings of
But if you're using like
$700
let's
and
say
convinced a friend to
WAMP
co-sign
server
along for
or XAMP, the
$4,300
steps
so
won't be
he
the
could buy
same.
the car.
So what you have
He
to do
promptly took
here
it
right now
home,
is just go
put
to
it
the
into a shed,
htdocs folder,
jacked it up,
and we
and
paste
proceeded to
over
take it apart
the
piece by
WordPress we
piece.
just copied.
Then he put it back together again. Then he took it
Okay,
apart
so right
and
now
put it
we've
back
copied
together
the
again.
WordPress folder. I just want
After
us to
doing
change
that a
the
few more
name. Let's
times, he
change
had
the
learned what he
name,
wanted to
and
know.
let's rename this
And that was
Senge.
how Walter
Since the
P.
name of the
Chrysler
project for
gathered
the
the
month is
specialized
Senge,
knowledge he
we'll
needed
call this
to
one
get himself
Senge.
out of
We'll
railroad
call it Senge. Once
and into the
we
automobile
open up
business.
Senge as well, we go
This is
to
the end of the
the
editorial comment.
config dash sample.
There is no
Config-sample.
fixed
So we
price
open
for
this up
sound
with
ideas.
text
Behind
edit.
all ideas is
Once this is
specialized knowledge. But
opened up,
remember,
in the
specialized
name of
knowledge is
the
more abundant
database
and
name,
more
remember the
easily
new
acquired than
database we had
ideas.
just created is
Because of
Senge,
this truth,
and
there are ever-increasing opportunities
the
for the person
username is
capable of
root.
helping men and women
The
sell their
username over
personal
here is
services.
root, and the password
Capability
over
needs
there,
imagination, the one
password
quality needed to
is
combine
root
specialized
as
knowledge with
well. So
ideas.
you see we're already doing like two
Organized
installations
plans
already.
that
So
will
if you
yield
just watch
riches.
go through this video
If
like
you have
twice, I'm sure you'll be
imagination,
able to install WordPress
this chapter may
seamlessly
present you
without
with an
any
idea that is the
problem.
beginning of the
So
riches you desire.
what I
Remember,
want to do now is I'm
the
going to
idea
save
is
this.
the
I'm going
main
to
thing.
save this. I'll close this up.
Specialized knowledge
Once
may
I
be
close
found
this
just
up, I'm
around the
going
corner.
to rename this. Once I rename this, I'm just going to delete like the dash sample, delete the dash sample and leave only wp dot dash config. So I'm just going to close all of this up, then I'll go back to my search bar, and I'll type localhost
Happiness is found in doing, not merely in
uh,
possessing.
colon eight
Chapter 7.
eight 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 slash
Imagination, the
Senge.
workshop of the mind. The fifth step toward riches.
So now this pops up and we
The
have an
imagination is
installation
literally the
again,
workshop where
and
all
I
senses
click
are
on
created.
continue. I'll
It is
just click
where
on
the
continue.
impulse, the
The
design,
site
is given
title I'm going
shape,
to put in
form, and
Senge,
action,
and the
creating the
username I'm going
imaginative
to put
faculty
in
of the mind.
admin. For the
It has been
password
said
I'm
that
going to
we
put
can
in
create
user
anything that we can imagine.
at one two three
Through
four,
the aid of
and
imagination, we
for
have
the
discovered
confirm
how to harness
password
more
I'm
of
just going to
nature's
click the
forces during
confirm
the
week
past 50
password.
years
Please hold
than
on,
during the
I have
entire
somebody by my
history of the
door.
human race
I'll be
previous
back
to
in a
that time.
minute.
And even with all we have
Guys,
accomplished, an idea
sorry for
come
that.
out of
I'm back.
something
I'm
in the
back with you right
subconscious that just
now.
felt like
And
books were the right thing. And what about that name?
oh,
Calling a bookstore
and I'm just
Amazon
gonna
didn't
put
make
an
sense to
email over here,
anyone at basics,
admin at
but it certainly caught the public's attention. How important
senge.com,
was the name in the store's
and
success? Was that
remember, don't
choice
click on
creative
this. I'll just
or
click
synthesized?
install WordPress.
Now take it a step further. What
So
about
now we have
feedback?
success. WordPress has
Amazon
been
had already
installed.
shown
Thank
that you could
you.
sell a lot of
Enjoy.
goods on the
So
internet.
username,
When Pierre
password,
Omidyar hit on the
and you
idea of
just
selling
click
things
on
on the internet by turning it into an
login.
auction
Click on
house,
login.
what part
So
was
whenever you
synthesized
see this
and what part was created?
installation, I
The
want you to
answer
go
is,
ahead and
it doesn't
congratulate
matter.
yourself. This has
Whether you
been
are
a
consciously
very
assembling the parts of a plan,
uh,
or
uh, um,
subconsciously the pieces fall into place and suddenly lead to
challenging
a
journey
flash of
to do
inspiration,
this. So
all
I
that
want you to go
matters
ahead and
is that you are
congratulate
putting
yourself
your
for being
imagination
able
to
to
work.
install this.
And the more you
And
use it, the better
once
both
you
the
see this, it means
synthesized
you've
and the
installed
created
WordPress
will work.
correctly on your local
This
server,
is
and
the
you
end
can
of the
go ahead and
abstract.
start building your website. Then
Desire
as
is a
many as you
thought,
want, you
an
can keep
impulse.
on
It is
installing
nebulous
and
and
practicing
ephemeral.
now. Try to
It is
install so
abstract
many
and of
sites. You
no
can install
value
like
until
20.
it has been
After, like, let's
transformed
just
into
say
its
you've done
physical
like
counterpart.
20 installations, this will
While
be
the
like way
synthesized
behind you,
imagination is the
and you'll
one that
be
will be
able
used most
to
frequently
focus
in the
more.
process
You'll be
of
able to put your
transforming
energy more on
desire
other
into money.
things. You'll be able to
There will be
concentrate more on other
circumstances and
things to make sure
situations
that you get
that demand the
yourself
use of the
in a good
creative
quality.
imagination
You
as well.
understand quickly. You are
Both the
able to handle
synthesized
it
and the
things
creative
better.
imagination
So
become
what I want
more
you to
and
do now is just
inseparable
to
with
put
use.
in your
And
password,
though your
admin, and
imaginative
sorry, the
faculty may have
username and
become weak
admin
through lack of use, you
one.
can revive it.
Oh,
Just
so
as
I'll
any
just go
muscle or
log in
organ of the
here.
body develops the more it is
Not
used,
now.
your
I don't want
imagination also
my
becomes more receptive
laptop to
in
remember.
direct
And you
response to
see
the amount
welcome to
that you use it.
WordPress. So once you're in WordPress, you'll find the dashboard area. Find the
Use
dashboard
your
area over
synthesized
here,
imagination.
and you see how beautiful this
First,
thing
let us
looks.
focus
And
attention
you
on
can
the
just go
development of the
around. This is the
synthesized
left
imagination.
side menu over
This is the
here.
faculty
On
that you
this
will
side
use
of the
more
menu, this
often
is
in
where we are
converting
going to be making
desire to
all
money.
the changes and displaying all the changes.
Transformation of the
As you can also
intangible
see,
impulse of
this
desire into the tangible reality
dashboard
of money
area was
calls for the use
designed
of a
as well
plan
and
or
coded
plan.
as well. If you had
To
to
make
give
sense,
somebody
you must
money
use your
to really
imagination.
code this for you,
Mainly, this will
like,
require you
they're
to
going to
use your
charge you a
synthesized
whole lot
imagination
of
as you draw
money.
upon
Like,
your
but if you
experience,
had to
your
do this with
education,
WordPress,
and
it would
your
be so
observations.
easy. I think we're going to do a web page like this. So
The
what I'll do
following
right
is
now, I'm
adapted
just
from
going to
Youll's later writing
screenshot
and
this, and I'll
appears
show
in
us how
Napoleon
to,
Hill's Keys
like,
to Success.
build
An excellent
a
example of
dashboard
synthesized
area like
imagination
this. Build
is
a dashboard
Edison's
area like
invention of
this
the light
using
bulb.
WordPress, just the
He began
design but
with
not
one
the
recognized
total
fact that other
functionality
people had
as
discovered.
well.
A wire
So
could
I'll
be
just
heated by
click, and
electricity
we can
until it
implement the
produced
total
light.
functionality. We
The
just use a
problem was
vertical
that to
tab
obtain
area
heat,
over
one would
here and
burn the
design.
wire out,
In
and
fact,
the light
anyway, we are
never
going to
went
do that.
forward.
So right now, I'll just screenshot this,
Edison failed more than
shift command
10,000 times in
3
his
to
attempt to
screenshot on the
control this
Mac.
heat. When he
And I
found the
think
truth,
this will just
it
save
was
right
by
up to my
applying
desktop, and
another
I think
common
I'll make a
fact that had
tutorial
simply
where we
eluded
will be
everyone else.
designing and building this
He realized that charcoal is produced by setting wood on fire,
dashboard
covering
area
it with soil, and
without
allowing the
writing
fire to
code,
smolder.
because if you had to
The
use
soil
code, it would be
permits
so
only
long. So
enough
but
air
if
to
you
reach
come
the
over here
fire
on
to keep
screen
it burning
options,
without
screen option
blazing,
helps you to
and that way
manage
the
like
wood
what is
isn't burned
over.
up.
Oh, sorry.
When Edison
Screen option helps
recognized
you
this fact,
to
his imagination immediately
manage what
associated
is
it with
over
the
here,
idea of heating
and
the wire.
what
He
you're able
placed the
to see,
wire
what you
inside a
like to
bubble,
see, what you not like
pumped
to
out
see.
most
So
of
if you
the
come
air,
over here, you see
and
like side
produced the
health
first
status. You want to
incandescent light.
leave this on, but if you
It
take it
burned
off,
for
you see it
eight and
goes
a half
off
hours.
over here. This is it. If you click this,
Everything
it
that
goes
Edison
off. You
used to
put it
make
back
the
you want to
Everyone
leave
would
this
widely know.
here. You want to
But the
understand
way
how
he
your
synthesized the
website is
knowledge
doing.
changed the
You want
world
to understand
and
like
made
some of
him
the
a
issues that
very
you may be
wealthy man.
facing. Sometimes the team may be corrupted,
W.
sometimes
Clement
there are plugins
Stone
that are
called
not
the
installed.
process The
and this
R2A21
health status is going to give you
recognize and
up like
relate,
your health
assimilate,
status
and
and tell
apply.
you some of the errors that
If you do that with
are
everything
found
you
on your
see,
website.
hear,
So
think, and
at the
experience,
glance,
it will give you a new
you
way of
see it
looking
over
at
here.
difficult
It
things.
gives you like a brief
If you do
summary
that,
of
you can achieve what others believe
it gives you
is
like a
impossible.
brief summary of the things you have on
Later
your
in this chapter,
website.
you
It
will read
says
of other
here
fortunes that
you
grew
have like
even
one
simpler
page, one
synthesized
post, and one
ideas.
comment.
And these
So
stories should
that's
lead
like
you
a
to
brief
conclude
summary.
that the
For me, I
combination of
really don't
ideas
want that.
is nothing that you
I don't
couldn't have
always
thought up
have that
yourself.
on my
That
dashboard.
alone should start
So
your own
I just remove
imagination
at a
synthesizing
glance
ideas.
activity. You know,
However,
you want to
even though
see
these
like
stories will inspire you,
these
and
are
you'll be
mostly
anxious
like
to
for
get
blogs,
started,
people who
this is
focus
not
more
yet
on
the
blogging.
point for you to
So
start
you want to
moving
see
your
like
life.
the activity, how the post
Here,
doing, how many
and
comments, how
throughout
many
Think and
this,
Grow
how
Rich,
many that. So
Napoleon
for
Hill
me,
reminds the
if
reader that
it's
this book is
necessary,
meant to be
but if
read
you want to
all the way
monitor
through
that so you can
before
have that
beginning to put the
installed,
philosophy into
quick
practice.
draft.
There
Quick
are
draft. I
other
don't
ideas
use
to be
this.
assimilated
Sometimes
from
I
later
just leave
chapters
this here for
that will influence
decoration,
your
but I don't
imagination
use this
and
as well.
therefore affect
You
the
can check
plan
what it
you may
is. Quick
develop.
draft is just like drafting a
It's
quick
the idea that is
content
dominant.
and making sure that you don't
Read the
forget it
entire
and it's
book
already
through.
on your website.
Then
You can
come
always
back to
come
this
back to
chapter
it
and
and
begin to
edit
put
and
your
before
imagination
posting.
to work on the building
So
of a plan
WordPress
for
events
transforming
and
your
news,
desires
like
into
give you
joy.
updates about what's happening in the
Examples and
WordPress
instruction
community
for
over
creating
here,
plans are
and
given in almost
the
every chapter.
welcome status bar over
Carry out the
here. So we
instructions
can
that are
clean
best
all
suited to
this
your
up,
needs
clean
and
all
put
this
your
up,
plan
and
in
it's going
writing.
to be empty like
The
this.
moment you complete
So
this,
once you close this
you will
over
have
here, the
definitely
dashboard
given
becomes so
concrete
empty.
form
And
to
what
your
you can do is
intangible desires.
just put only the site health
Now, read
status,
that
and I
sentence
think that
once
is
more
enough for
in a
me.
slightly
So what
different
I'll
way.
do right now
The moment I put
is
my plan
I'll
in
just
writing,
hover over
I
here
will
where I
have
find the
definitely given
website name and a
concrete form
small
to my
home
desires.
icon, and I'll click
Now
on the
read it
Senge
aloud
or click on
and
the visit
realize
site.
what you are
So
telling yourself.
once you visit the
Desire
site,
is
this is
only
like
a
the
thought.
front page of the site,
Your
and when
synthesized
visitors come, this is what they
imagination,
are
your
going to see.
experience,
So I want to
education, and
thank you all for
observations
having
will give it
stayed
shape,
this
form,
focused and
and
stayed
action.
this committed
From the moment you follow those
to
instructions
the
and
end.
write out your
And
desire and your
now
plan,
that
you will
you've
have
reached
actually
at this
taken the
point,
first
I
series of
want you to
steps
go ahead and
that will enable
congratulate
you to
yourself
convert the thought
and tell
into a
yourself
physical
that
counterpart.
you've done it, and
And to
you
start,
will build this
synthesized imagination
Senge.in
plays a
project.
role in
Right
everything
now
that
your
your business
website
works
looks
on.
like this,
In
like
fact,
your
some of the
website
most
looks like
successful
this.
companies actually get
Sorry, yeah,
started from
let's just say
synthesized
these were the
imagination.
stages of the website,
When an
and now it looks like
entrepreneur,
this.
drawing upon
So it
his
looks
or her
like this,
education,
and
experience, and
at the
observation,
end of the month
takes an
you're going to
idea
have
from
it look
one
like this.
source
So
and
what do
gives
you
it a
think? I
new
think it's going to
application.
be a very
That is
beautiful
exactly what
website
happened
that
with
you're going
Ruth
to create at
Handler.
the end of the
She and
month,
her husband,
because I'll
along
also
with
be
another
challenging
partner,
myself to
had
make it
started a
more
small
better, to make it
manufacturing
look
company
greater, to
which
add
had
more
evolved into toy
features so you can
manufacturing.
learn quicker, you can
The
learn.
success of their
If you just
business
imagine
depended
if
on
this is
coming
your
up with
first
new toy
website
ideas.
project that you ever built, and
Watching her
come
young
on,
daughter
tell
evolve,
me something
Ruth
there.
Handler noticed that
And
she was
you can
fascinated
imagine
with
what you'll be
cutout
doing
books
on your
that
number
featured
12th
teenage
website by the
girls
end
or
of the
career
year.
women paper
So guys,
dolls
thank you
that
so
she could
much,
cut out
and
clothes.
I
She
want you all
also
to
knew
stay
that little
committed to
girls
the
loved to
cause.
play dress up
Do
in
not
grown-up
discourage
clothes.
yourself. Always tell
These
yourself positive
ideas,
things,
drawn from
and
Ruth Handler's
let's keep the
education,
faith.
experience, and
And
observation,
I'll see you in the next
synthesized
video. Thank
themselves in
you.
her imagination and came together as a new idea. Ruth Handler announced that they should make a lifelike teenage girl doll. Not a paper doll, but a real three-dimensional grown-up doll with a woman's figure. And they could also make grown-up clothes to fit it, so that girls could play dress-up with the doll. In honor of the source